Welcome back to How You Grievin. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're taking a trip down memory lane, which is a special series from How You Grievin. So in this series, I'm going to be taking you with me as I revisit some of the places I lived during the first years in Atlanta with my sister Kia. For our first stop, we're going to go back where it all started for us on North Highland Avenue. This place holds memories, humble beginnings, growing together, and moments with Kia that mean even more to me today. So come on with me, and let's take this trip down memory lane. I want you to listen as I share a few memories I still hold close. Welcome to a trip down memory lane. Hi, thank you for listening to How You Grieving. Thank you for watching How You Grieving. Also, why haven't you subscribed yet? Why haven't you liked this episode? Why haven't you commented on this episode? And why haven't you shared it yet? What are you doing? You ain't got nothing else to do. Gas prices is high, so you need to be in the house. And food costs too goddamn much for you to be outside parlaying. So you need to be in the house cooking. And while you're doing that, you could be watching this episode and clicking and doing something. Okay? Thank you for watching. I love you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Melissa.
And I'm Athena.
And we are the proud owners of Lip Lock LLC. You can follow us on Instagram. We just are so proud and honored to be a sponsor for the My Black Selves, How You Grievin podcast. And just remember, you can follow him on TikTok and on Instagram and on YouTube. Make sure you like, share, and comment, and subscribe. And just know that even though you are grieving, you have a place to reach out to talk to somebody, and we are so proud of you.
Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Creative, the CEO of Eastern Creative Agency, and I'm super proud that I am able to sponsor How You Grievin, the podcast by Malcolm, My Black Self. It has been a wonderful process with him. I actually just did a show with him. Make sure you guys support, share, and repost, as his podcast is something that is all about healing. We're proud to sponsor. Eastern Creative Agency is very proud. See y'all later.
We are on North Highland in 044, where it all began. I know I talk about driving down here with my sister and moving in with my aunt, even though my aunt thought we was just coming to visit. So this is the neighborhood. And just looking at it, this used to be a pizza place. I don't know what the hell happened inside. But I don't know if this was something else, but I thought this was North Highland Bakery, which is now in like the little Five Points area. But these are the apartments. We'll get closer. I believe they were called Highland Walk. I don't remember which apartment it was, but I know it was on the first floor, like the first level.
When you come back around this area, what comes to your mind?
Learning my way around Atlanta, I would leave the house and just walk straight up the street. I don't walk too much down this way, which is where like Barcelona Wine Bar and what's that taco place?
I don't know. Bar Taco?
Bar Taco, yeah. So I would go up there, either walk down the boulevard, which was a little hood adjacent, or I would just walk down Peachtree and I would get to know the downtown area. But it reminds me of my sister. It reminds me of that's loud. It reminds me of my sister. It reminds me of Tamika, my nephew Nazir. It reminds me of Tamika's son, Makai. We all moved down together. And we drove down here in a convertible red Sebring. And this was, how long ago? 2008. Which is funny that we're out here because we moved here at the end of July 2008. And currently, it's almost, well, it's still the beginning of July. So it's sort of an anniversary. We were too busy trying to find Johns. I remember there was one time we were following Lil Wayne around the city in a tour bus, and Tamika was gonna flash her titties so he could stop the bus. We believe he was on that bus. We followed that bus all the way to the West End.
How important is it to revisit the areas where you kind of had pivotal experiences? Is it important, or is it just something that is more happenstance?
I think it's very important. I think it's necessary because it's kind of like not forgetting where you came from or not forgetting what you've been through. When I came down here, I ain't have shit. I had my last check from Vizel's Pharmacy in New Haven, Connecticut, and that was like $300. We all combined our little finance to survive us in the meantime, in between time, and nobody could find a job. But yeah, I think it's important to have these memories. You don't forget where you came from, and then it's also important when the person isn't here anymore. So it kind of goes deeper, closer to your heart. But we're gonna go up on it so y'all could see. And come on, come this way. Come on. I feel like I need a. What was that show? My Cribs, MTV Cribs. I do remember it being this hot. One thing that hasn't changed. It's still hot.
If you were able to have a conversation with the self that was here during the time frame that you were here, what would you say? Are there any questions you would ask? Are there any words of wisdom you would give? What would that conversation look like?
What would I say to myself when I was over here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I probably would say maybe trust the process. Um, I don't know because there was a lot happening here. My grandmother was here too. We like hijacked this apartment. My grandmother was here visiting, and we all just shacked up. uh, and I had no idea what I was doing. I was 18 years old, and I just left Connecticut. I don't know what I would say to myself then besides trust the process and just enjoy the family. Enjoy the family time. Enjoy. My cousin Kim used to come up from Macon with a bunch of fresh peas, and we used to sit in the kitchen and like do the thing with the peas, and we would just cook a big old meal.
When you reminisce on that, are you grieving it, or is there fondness that you still hold for it?
I think it's just a fondness. I don't know if I'm necessarily grieving it, but it does make me sad somehow and bring some tears. But it was good. It was a good time. I don't know. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change anything. I still would come down here with less than $400. I still would think I'm moving here, even though the plan was different than what I thought. I still would struggle to find a job. I still would walk around. I wouldn't change anything. And everything happened the way it was supposed to.
Last words.
Last words.
Mm-hmm.
We can't change the past. Accept it. Live in it. Thrive in it. sad, crying out. Yeah. And go back to where you came from. Don't forget. But there's a few more places we need to visit around the Atlanta area because this is not the only place I lived.